Oregonians value wildlife. Wildlife crossing structures are a valuable tool in this effort. They maintain and restore habitat connectivity for wildlife and increase the safety of the traveling public. Where ODOT has built wildlife structures, wildlife vehicle collisions have been reduced up to 85%, and wildlife migration corridors are being restored. In 2022, the Oregon legislature recognized this need for funding and provided $7 million to ODOT as part of House Bill 5202 for wildlife passage. The funding allowed for construction needs, engineering designs, and early-stage planning. Following passage of the bill, ODOT worked with the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife and nonprofit organizations to complete 2 undercrossing projects, resulting in 3 wildlife undercrossings designed for mule deer and elk. An additional 4 projects are in the planning and development stage. In 2020, ODOT completed construction of a wildlife undercrossing north of Gilchrist on US 97 that tied into an existing bridge large enough for deer and elk. In 2022, $500,000 of the legislative funding was used to complete the fencing system for this project. In 2022, another undercrossing was completed near Sun River as part of a larger safety improvement project on US 97. In total, 3 new undercrossings were established and 7 miles of wildlife fencing installed to protect travelers and wildlife. In 2023, $1.5 million in legislative funds were used to design and permit an overcrossing project on the I-5 at the Cascade-Siskiyou Monument. In 2024, legislative funds were used for the $4 million match requirement for the $37 million project to bring additional federal grant funding to Oregon. In addition to constructed projects, ODOT partnered with the Burns Paiute Tribe on the Governor's Regional Solutions Team, creating a partnership with private landowners, state agencies, and the tribe for wildlife passage, and began a phased plan for the Highway 20 Harper to Juntura corridor. $1 million in legislative funds are being used for planning and project design. ODOT, ODFW, tribes, and nonprofit organizations continue to partner and collaborate across the state to address areas that suffer the most from wildlife vehicle collisions. Across Oregon, over 7,000 wildlife vehicle collisions are reported each year, and more go unreported. Many of these collisions result in animal death, but also cause property damage, serious injuries, and even death to travelers. These collisions cost Oregonians over $270 million each year. The initial $7 million of dedicated funding through House Bill 5202 is enabling projects that reduce collisions with wildlife. But there are still over 300 miles of roadway across the state that remain in need of additional funding and support. Continued investment of wildlife passage projects across the state is essential to protecting Oregon's wildlife and motorists now and into the future.